They ran away from your connection before they could get hurt. This person never let you know truly how much they felt for you. At first, it scared them, big time, because they had never felt so inspired by an individual before. But it's not that it wasn't this sense of like they even realized they were inspired by you. You activated them. You put them into further growth from a simple energy exchange. Being motivated and consistency are two different things. Being motivated is the beginning. It's the fireworks. It's the excitement. Consistency is once those endorphins, that excitement, that intensity has settled. Consistency is where you see who a person truly is. You have been more than consistent on your highest timeline. You've been more than understanding the balance of showing your personal and professional life to others. You leave you leave the correct amount of, let's say, wonder about your privacy, about what you're doing in your life, and still have the ability to share your life with the world. You're an expressive person who has a lot of mysterious qualities about them. This person is itching to know if this could be something more now, though. In recent times, you've really shocked them. I just keep hearing the shock of the new, shock of the new. What's this person going to do next? Do they ever stop? They've been watching you like a hawk from above. There's also a connection. This connection is guided by one of your spirit guide teams as well. Could have been somebody who passed away after you met. Yeah, you have a past loved one here with me who they passed away either right around the time you met this love interest or right before they did. You had to go inwards and do shadow work. There were so many things when you met this person you had not come to terms yet with your life. You were settling for a workplace, for friends, for mindsets, for self-care. You both went into shadow work. This is game-changing energy. You see, the person I'm connected to in your reading, they have completely indulged into their spirituality now. They don't know what's coming next, but they're not stopping their highest timeline. They understand that they can only meet what they send out. And if they believe that they're going to attract in all of these people that are going to hurt them or etc., it's not that the spirits want that at all. But that's all the universal law of attraction can bring your way, is that frequency. I heard a beautiful, beautiful representation of him. And he stated a great example about how we are intertwined to the currency we decide to tune into. Think about cable, okay? There are thousands of channels playing their pictures, their entertainment, their music, their sound frequency, everything at the same exact time. But you can only see the one in front of you. It doesn't mean all the other ones don't exist. But you have to choose which channel you're seeing right now in this 3D existence. That is the perfect example for how law of attraction works. No matter what, the reality of this 3D world is there's going to be things that have to always upgrade. We're going to continue to fight through domestication, corruption, etc. You can be tuned into your own happiness, your own bliss, your own heaven on earth, and still be able to understand what's going outside of you. The only way you're going to help others get out of that, the only way you're going to be a positive influence to even direct that in a whole other direction, those things that are outside of you, is by being in control of within and knowing yourself first. A lot of people can try to help others when they're not even healed themselves. And when you do that, tendencies can come off as toxic, as codependency, as misunderstandings. This person, they think about popping back into your life all the time. And in recent times, there's been some lights. I think that there's been a sense of looking at your page more, indulging in, they say that they see you indulging in your craft. So you must be posting a lot about what you do for a living, a hobby, etc. Or this is also, I'm just saying, somebody living life and posting at many different parts of the world, etc. Hiking, yada yada, so many different things. The collective of you here, because it's collective taste will resonate, so I always try to make sure that everything that comes in here, I state. The overallness for all of you is you've been posting more about your life. You're still private, but you're expressive. This person's really, really impressed by you. Whoa, almost hit that. Yeah, like they're here. There is a sense of them. Not everything keeps touching. I'm telling you, I keep bumping into things today. Sitting down, all of these things that normally I can just kind of like, they have their spots. I place them, they don't touch. Keep touching. That, for me, represents a return. This person wants me to state that they used to feel like they could add nothing to your life. I don't have anything to give you. Why do you want me? That's not how love works, though. They have everything to give you by being themselves. This person saw you as, they want me to say it, a walking green flag. But they weren't ready. They're like, why couldn't I have met you a few years down the line when things would be different in my life? But that's not how divine counterships work. That's the thing. You're never going to be completely healed enough. You do have to go into shadow work. You do have to be one with self. But when spirit starts sending you signs, that's time to grow, to expand, that it's stagnant, not making a forward movement to somebody. That's when you start tearing towards being a self-sabotager. This person at this point, I'm seeing 0%. A lot of times my guides will start showing me percentages, 100%, 70%, etc., yada yada, to help me understand how to connect and tell you what's going on. I see 0, which means they are 0% not dealing with their parasite anymore. I don't even like to state it like that. It's not that they're not dealing with their parasite anymore. They're 100% entrusting that they have to work and be ready for what is ever to come. They have to trust that if they don't know at least how the cookie can crumble between you two, they're going to stay in a sense of internal chaos. During your time of separation, the value you can now add to the world never could have happened if you stayed together. Let's get into the cards. Well, in recent times, this person has opened up to one source about you. Somebody that has a lot of value in their life. It feels almost like I keep hearing the words like cosmic order. So I just see synchronization after synchronization. To finally, they're like, if I don't talk to somebody like about this, I'm going to blow up. Whoever they opened up about you too was like, this person's a fighter. This is a person that's willing to put their gloves on. They're willing to stand up for what they see as right. They don't care how others will interpret it if they are doing it for the highest good. They told your individual, this is who you've manifested. You wanted a brave soldier of the world, somebody to fight by your side, somebody that won't leave a room with questions not answered. You wanted a brave soldier of the world, somebody to fight by your side, somebody that won't leave a room with questions not answered, somebody that communicates and does respect your boundaries, your personal space, somebody that's walked along, somebody that's had a hard life and overcame it just like you, because you can't be with somebody who just got by. You can't be with somebody that just had everything handed to them. There's too much conflict. There's too much resilience and forward movement charging and being that ground shaker, being that person, the first person in their room to stand up. I feel that the person connected to this reading, your person was talking to, I can't shake that you may have some history. Like, there's a collective taste what resonates. It feels like a person they could have talked to about you was somebody you could have gone to school with, you could have had a friendship with, but it's been years and years since you spoke to them. Or this is the energy intensity of their friend also has watched you, has looked up and seen what you're about before giving this very big, definitive, like, decision to support them reaching out to you. This is a friend that is a soldier for them. They are not afraid to tell them what needs to be heard or seen or done. Their friend is very spiritually inclined. They talked about how your person talked to this friend. I feel like I have a past life with them. I can't explain to you how I felt for this person. It was weird, but it wasn't bad word. It was scary, but it wasn't scary. I just ran because I didn't know what it was. Every time I felt myself catching feelings and signs that we were getting closer and closer to connecting more and more, I would push away from them. Why? The friend stated, if the person you were with before, it was a cycle repeat and you only separated because of self-doubt, because there were other parts of your existence when it came to more than just people, your ego, parasite, again, daily needs, striving for better, not allowing yourself to be burnt out by giving all this to other people. This is your roller coaster. This is a person, the roller coaster of your life. Now I'm saying this person being willing to be by your side in the passenger seat of your cart. They didn't know if they were going to be able to take what comes being with you. If your parents would accept them, if their parents would accept you. All these buts. The friend stated, do you see how you just talked? Do you see how you had to make all these, you had to really find reasons to not be with you, to not talk to you. Really find reasons why it would be a bad thing. And all the bad reasons were fear, how other people would feel, how it would affect others, not you too. The friend sent a message of Don't argue anymore with people who don't appreciate your words. If you speak over and over again and they don't answer, you speak over and over again and they continue to do the same trauma, that person is all talk. The one that truly let you go because you told them, I don't want this right now. I have a lot going on. You read the signs wrong. I don't feel that way anymore, etc. They were stating that to truly push the person away. And that individual, you, who honored that, respected that, that's who truly loves you. Not the one that continues to try to ignore that you're unhappy. There's a difference between saying, I'm not going to give up on you, and then not being willing to let go of somebody that no longer is part of your highest timeline. I see somebody is single completely now. These are collective states will resonate, so some of these people have been single for a little while, some recently. Probably in the past 2 months, 4 months. The message they're coming to you with is, I had a very fixed version of this world, a very closed-minded version of this world that I did not even realize. My self-doubt took over all of my self-talk. I had to figure out that I wasn't crazy about what I felt for you. I received all of these downloads after you entered my life, and the synchronizations of how, because you came at least in and out of each other's life at least 2 to 3 times. And every time you did, every time you reached out, every time I thought of our story, there's no way it would be complete, you still tried. I feel like a lot of this has been a reflection. What I mean, we just intertwined completely into the conversation your love interest had with their friend about why they should bring in a forward movement. They've made a decision to bring you an offer of the world. What are the rest of the cards? They truly never wanted to let you go. They were struggling with finances, with finding that inner bravery. They felt like they were in the middle of school when they met you. They were in the middle of a transitioning process. Leaving an old relationship, leaving a job, etc. They threw themselves into work. And for some of you here, there could have been a dynamic of, you could have worked in the same place, or one of you could frequent the other person's place of work, and there was a stop to that. Somebody either left the job or never returned back to that place of the other person's work. And it was an unspoken thing. They thought almost every day, there were some days they're like, I think this person's going to come in today, and they look at that front door, etc. And every day it walked past, and you did not. They really sunk inwards. It made them want to give you an apology, but they felt they could very easily become infatuated with the look of you. That struggling, there was the hope I will see you again sometime. Your body language says so much. I'm telling you, a humongous thing that they were struggling with is if this is just a sexual attraction. Because again, they were not a person that necessarily cared about looks and etc. Don't get me wrong. It's not that they were like, didn't care at all. You have to be attracted to your partner. But it was more along the lines of a person's personality or etc. would bring out of a humor. People who are funny, etc. is who they're really, really attracted to and still are. And you are that, but you're more as well. Go with me here. You're extremely attractive on the inside out because you've built who you are. You are not somebody that had an easy life. People can feel the light penetrating out of you because you've acknowledged your dark, because you're not scared of it. And people who are scared of their own dark, that's scary too. They really truly get mesmerized by the way you move, you speak. I think they now understand. Spirit has guided you in moments. There were moments where you're like, I'm going to go there. I'm going to see them. Or if you're at work together, I'm going to go out of my way to talk to them, etc. However pattern that you two had, once it hit a certain extent of you not doing that again, they registered. I sent this person out of my timeline and I wanted them to go away, but I actually didn't. They've been struggling with watching you. They know that you are waiting for a reach out. They know that you're happy with your life. They think they're supposed to give this big ass apology, and don't get me wrong, there is a sense of open communication and be making reassurance and talking about how to upgrade, but they do not owe you an apology. And if in this moment, remember, this is a person where things never got off completely. There's no way cheating or anything could ever been involved because you have not, if this is your reading, this person you were never in a committed relationship with. This was somebody who got close to that or stopped in the talking phase, but this was all felt. They don't owe you an apology. You owe each other self-understandings and therefore can bring it to the other person. They no longer want to say, I hope you're happy. They no longer want to watch you from a screen. I almost feel this person's inside like screaming out for you. They love your humor, your charm. Your soul is what makes everything else radiate. And now they understand, yes, I can have my cake and eat it too with you. That they don't have to settle. And that doesn't belittle anybody else beforehand. This is just the truth. You are a man, a person. Take it as it resonates. Because I collectively channel for the divine masculine and the feminine. Yes, both of you can always intertwine into collective readings because we all have these feminine and masculine qualities within us. Masculine, that is your composure, logical thinking, willpower, resilience. Then your feminine is your nurture, your compassion, your sympathy. You are a person of value. Therefore, success has followed you. Therefore, your outside 3D has manifested to the strength of what is in here and continues to flourish. You are more than enough as we speak right frickin' now. You, during this time of separation, have learned the balance of that masculine and feminine. And you know you have all rights reserved to your highest timeline. This person's thoughts are of conversation. Not of what ifs, not of basking in memories, not daydreaming of the future, straight up forward movement. That is what I have for y'all today. And I will see you when I see you. Let's get it.